What is dopamine? Dopamine is the ultimate wonder drug. The more researchers discover, the more they wonder what else there is to learn. Dopamine is a vital neurotransmitter and hormone connected to a surprisingly wide array of neurological functions: cognition, learning, attention, memory, desire, pleasure, punishment, reward, motivation, sleep, mood, motivation, behavior, and voluntary movement. Dopamine is released when we experience stress. It is involved in impulsiveness, hyperactivity, emotional reactions, lactation, and mother-child relationships. In insects, it helps form aversive memories. It is also signaled when we fulfill the basic survival needs. Every time we experience sex or food, feel safe or powerful, win approval, elevate esteem, we are rewarded with a shot of dopamine. Dopamine is so powerful that it is even released when we simply expect a reward, think about sex, or sniff favorite foods. It is the oil that keeps our brain's survival system running. Evolutionarily speaking, dopamine is very old, with a long history of successfully encouraging countless invertebrates and vertebrates to behave in ways that support survival and procreation. The time-tested physical and psychological triggers that deliver dopamine rewards are called sensors, receptors, nerve endings, taste buds, instincts, feelings, emotions, memories, and fantasies. This primitive system has worked for millions of years, and is responsible for getting us into the 21st century. It continues to work exactly as intended, with creatures who lack the intelligence to comprehend how brain chemicals manipulate life-sustaining behaviors. The one species that the primitive dopamine delivery system is failing with, is the only species gifted with the capacity to understand how brain chemicals manipulate behaviors. That species is ours. And the reason is that dopamine-induced addictions render the dopamine system dysfunctional in a vast majority of the population. Dopamine dysfunction can be traced to primitive ancestors, who reduced all choices down to whether or not they triggered dopamine. Our more modern ancestors were so dodo for dopamine that they figured out how to spike dopamine flow with drugs, gambling, and money. Unfortunately for our species, dopamine overflow destroys delicate dopamine receptors. So while a little dopamine goes a long way with healthy animals, too much dopamine is never enough for humans burdened with crippled dopamine receptors and insatiable dopamine cravings. Greed, bigotry, intolerance, pollution, the growing obesity epidemic, addictions of every kind, and all man-made catastrophes can be traced to the same dopamine dysfunction. That makes it impossible for even dopamine experts to understand that dopamine dysfunction exists. In a nutshell, substances, behaviors, and beliefs that trigger dopamine are popular. And substances, behaviors, and beliefs that threaten dopamine flow are avoided. And few beliefs threaten dopamine flow as much as understanding how dopamine usurps free will and manipulates behavior. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure you subscribe to receive more video related to dopamine and many other everyday health and fitness. Thank you so much for watching.